Tomorrow, Irma. Not a promise, but if you see me, yeah. 20. Give me a good price.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So if you ever decide to come to Lombok, Maui Beach specifically, watch out for those kids. Or maybe you like getting harassed, then by all means, do that. After a rough start to our trip to Lombok, we wanted to take it easy today by getting some edits done in the morning after breakfast and going to several beaches around the island. And if you haven't seen my previous vlog, make sure you watch it to see what happened by clicking on the link up above. Our first stop is Arguling Beach, a fairly deserted beach spot that used to have resorts and activities and such, but is now no longer occupied, at least for now. We spent a good hour or two here before we wrapped it up. Well, we definitely enjoyed our time here. It was just very, very relaxing. I love how it is very... It feels isolated and secluded, which is really, really nice, but it's close to the villages, the locals here, and there's no tourists here whatsoever. I think we saw maybe like one tourist riding out when we walked in, which was really nice. But overall, we took a dip in the water. We created some photos and videos as well, and just relaxed. Just because, like I said, we've been working the past few days and all of that stuff. But it's just nice to catch some sun and take dips in the ocean. But right now we are gonna have some lunch, and then after that I think we're gonna head up another beach. I'm not quite sure which one just yet, but yeah, the beach hopping day continues.
Yeah. We found this little viewpoint over here, which I think looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we were actually just way down there.
Yeah, by that beach.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. Cool to think. Yeah.
It's really beautiful. Yeah. So we just had to stop because we saw this viewpoint. We were essentially over on that area, and even though we're really hungry, we just had to stop. Had to stop and see this viewpoint because it is gorgeous. This for dinner last night, and I didn't vlog last night because it was quite the adventure. Because when we came here it was late at night, they were actually closing, and we had to buy the chicken and we had to buy the rice separately, so it was quite an adventure. But we are here at Rocky Chicken, and as you can see, I think this is like an Indonesian franchise resto, but we wanted to get this last night, which is the chicken and rice combo, but yeah, they ran out of rice yesterday. But now I'm just gonna have lunch. I'm gonna turn this off because there's music playing in the background. So, but yeah, Jasmina's already started doing her business. And this has become our favorite fast food, so to speak, fast food chain to eat in here in Indonesia. Later that day, we decided to catch the sunset at another beach, or at least we tried to.
Oh my god, you have no idea what we've been up to for the past
I do, because this doesn't make sense. Even the locals here, hold the camera. Even the first of all, we're trying to go to this beach. There's 3 signs that points in 2 different directions. It doesn't help that there's a construction here.
It was so funny. This is crazy.
Babe, let me finish. I know this is terrible. Even the locals are stopping, checking where they're at, because they're lost too. A lot of tourists are lost in this one intersection. They're lost. Everyone is lost.
Hello, bracelet.
What are you selling? What are you selling?
I'm selling bracelet.
Bracelet? How much?
Which one?
The one for free. Are you selling one for free?
No.
Ah!
Hello.
Hello?
You buy 2, get 1 free.
2. I pay 4, get 1 free.
Okay.
Bye.
What's your name?
Helen.
It's Helen.
Irma.
Irma.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Robbie. Nice to meet you. Hi, Irma.
Why you don't want to buy?
I have so many already.
Tomorrow, Robbie.
Tomorrow, Irma.
Yeah.
Not a promise, but if you see me, yeah.
20 baht.
20. Give me a good price.
Bye-bye.
We couldn't find the sunset beach, so we settled for watching it from where we were. The next day, we continued on with another day of beach hopping.
This road is so freaking bumpy, like we just keep bouncing. Yeah, just like that.
It is another beach day and we are here in Maui Beach. And to get here, it was about 40 minutes from where we're staying, which is the center of Lombok. The last 10-15 minutes was quite the adventure. Like, it was just a rough road. It's unpaved. Prior to entering that road, there's a fee of 10,000 Indonesian rupiah, which is just under $1. But there's a lot of actually not a lot. There's a few surfers here because the waves are massive. Yeah, if you look at the waves, they are massive. You are still able to swim, maybe just like not too far, obviously, maybe just right on the middle there before it breaks. But yeah, nonetheless, we're just here. We're gonna, we picked this beach just because it's one of the quieter ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of like a bit hard to get here, so not that many people would want to make the trip out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons why, we like our beaches quiet, if not secluded, like just on our own, just like yesterday.
As mentioned, Maui Beach is a bit tougher to get to, but the beauty of it is that means there's less people that would want to make it out here. If you're a surfer, there's some good waves here. The water is swimmable in certain spots, otherwise waves can be fairly aggressive, so be mindful of that. There's a 10,000 Indonesian rupiah entry fee at the gate. A local would be flagging you down, then telling you to pay for the fee.
We just finished at the beach and we really enjoyed that beach. I will definitely be back, but right now we're just really hungry. We need to get food ASAP. But we saw the spot on the way out and it's very photogenic. Look at this. Look at this view. And we just had to take photos and videos. But yeah, right now we're just gonna go get lunch. It's gonna be a 10-minute drive out of this rocky road area, and then we're back onto the highway. Hopefully we can, find a place to eat fairly close by within 15 minutes or so. Hopefully. Had lunch and now we're at a beach called Maui Beach, and it's about 10 minutes away from the first beach we were at. And here there's definitely more beach chairs, just because there's a few locals living in this area, and so they've somewhat established multiple businesses here. As opposed to the other one, I feel like the other one was more remote. It's very tucked in. There were no locals. You weren't getting haggled whatsoever, because once we entered, there were a lot of people trying to sell us bracelets, beach beds, and whatnot as we were trying to find a spot. But this is the view of this place. It is very beautiful. As you can see, it's a long strip that curves around all the way on that end, and you have that view. But I think the other one was definitely much better in my opinion. I think it was much more quieter, much more secluded. The waves are definitely much more aggressive on that side, but there's little pockets where you could swim where the waves are, fairly calm. But here, you could, I think, swim practically anywhere on this strip. But yeah, I definitely prefer the other one. But we're not gonna spend too much time here. We're just gonna spend maybe 15-20 minutes more here, and then hopefully try to catch a sunset somewhere. I'm not sure where, but
Maui Beach is 10 minutes away from Arguling Beach. It's more busier than Maui Beach, and many will try to sell you products and even beach beds when you're here. It's actually kind of harder to relax here and have some sort of downtime just because of the amount of times people will try to sell you things here.
we decided to skip the sunset adventure, or trying to catch the sunset somewhere else, just because quite a few things happened. And yeah, you know what, we're just gonna take a little break. But essentially, when we were at the beach, it was a nice beach, and we kind of had our own little spot, just enjoying the beach, really. And then there were a bunch of kids that were, I don't know, probably saying something to us. Well, one of them came up originally at first trying to sell us bracelets, and I said no. And then I said no multiple times. And I understand they're trying to make a living, but basically he stood there or sat there with us for a bit.
Like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, and then after that, he just walked away and started doing like these, pretty much telling me to F off or something like that. I don't know. And then just kind of like let it go, whatever it is, what it is. And then...
Oh, he called us stingy, remember?
Oh, yeah, something like that. I don't know why. But I think that's because we wouldn't buy the bracelets or something. But there were these group of kids after, they were just kind of playing around. And I think we were there for like maybe just under an hour, maybe not even, maybe like 45 minutes. And then there was another kid who tried selling us bracelets. I think it was a friend of the other originally who came up to us. And then he also sat there, and then a bunch of them, there were a group of kids. There were a bunch of them, they just sat around us. And, we said no, and we were just minding our own business. And then they all of a sudden sat on a boat, and they wouldn't leave. They kept saying things to us. I didn't understand because they were obviously saying in their own language, but I don't think it was nice what they were saying. So we just got up and I started filming them, and then they started running away. I don't know why. Yeah, at that point I figured it was just time to leave, because it was fairly irritating to kind of experience that. And I understand that's their home, that's where they live. And I also understand the fact that they probably rarely see tourists. And, I get that fact, but it's also not a nice feeling when they're just there and harassing you and like saying so. And they're kids too. They're kids. That's the crazy part about it, is that, they're saying things about you. And I'm pretty sure they weren't nice, because I don't know, in their little group, they were laughing it off and all that stuff. But nonetheless, we left. And so that took place. And then on the way back, closer, once we got to center Kuta, this girl on the road just literally jumped right in front of me when I was riding. Luckily, this is the only thing that I got away with. Like, it's just a couple of bruises and scratches right there. Yeah, I think this side is good, just a little bruise there. But it's more so here, just Mina's fine. But basically we bounced off because, yeah, she just jumped right in front of us, like, unpredictably. Like, everything happened so fast. Like, luckily nothing happened to any of us in a major way, and that it could have been worse. Yeah, right now we're just gonna get some dinner, and then we're just gonna edit, do a little bit of work as well. And yeah, luckily we're, overall it was a good day, I think. It was a great day, actually.
Yeah.
The first beach was really, really nice. And yeah, to enter the beaches, there's a $10,000 or dollar,
Jesus Christ.
10,000 Indonesian rupiah entrance fee. There's just a random guy. I don't know. I mean, they collect fees right at the gate before the entrance. But I definitely prefer the first one. It's called Maui Beach. And I thought that beach was just a little bit more secluded, and it's more privacy and less, I mean, nobody like haggled us. Nobody bothered us. And then on the other one, which is Maun, there's people living in the area, so you will get haggled a lot. I mean, overall, it's I definitely prefer the first beach just because of the privacy. Our plan is just to have dinner, edit some photos and videos. What's so funny? What's so funny?
Like when you film them kids and you're like, this is why you don't go to Lombok.
Yeah, so I started filming them. I'm like, this is why you don't go to Lombok, because like it ruins that. You can't even sit there. Like, you can't. When I get that we're going into their home, but at the same time, it's like you can't annoy people like that. It's just, they would just sit around you, and even if you tell them to leave and respectfully say no, like they just, I'm pretty sure they were cursing us out because we didn't buy their bracelet. Like it's, like I haven't, like, I get it, I have bracelets and I might be like a target audience for them, but it's just like, if I don't buy your bracelet, you don't like curse out your customer or anything like that. Or not even your customer, like someone you're trying to sell to. And harass them and just sit there and all of a sudden start calling you names in their own language and start laughing with your group of friends or whatever. But yeah, I started just filming them. Like, this is why don't ever come. So if you ever decide to come to Lombok, Maui Beach specifically, watch out for those kids. Or maybe you like getting harassed, then by all means do that. But yeah, we're just gonna have some dinner, edit some videos, just work a bit, and then call it a day. But I'm gonna end the video here. Hope you liked this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and we'll see you in tomorrow's vlog. Peace.